Arles is becoming a really interesting place of cultural tourism.
This building is a Roman heritage building, and I thought it would be interesting to not try to redo it only as it was, but to bring a new dimension, which is the dimension of the 21st century and with another eye. So I see it more like an artist installation than a decoration. The whole development of this hotel really happens in the prefiguration program of what we do at the Parc des Ateliers too.
I mean, Maja and I really became friends through this project in a way.
Yeah.
Like, we really know each other in the last 4 or 5 years. Yeah. And it's been very nice.
We had another different relationship that only, you collector, go to gallery, go to artist.
Like, it's not normal to constantly sort of, while you're building a hotel, say like, oh, this is also an artwork, this is also an artwork. It's very strange. And I think that's not strange just to be strange. I think it's strange because I think ultimately we have a different output of what we make.
I was very interested in doing another concept here, which would allow us to have artist residencies. It's certainly a hotel. It's a place where you can sleep and where somebody will take care of your sheets, take care of your desires.
There was kind of ideas about how it would function as a hotel and how it will function as a hotel, but those ideas are always changing, evolving, going back. We would do one thing and it'd be like, oh, it's kind of interesting. Maybe let's do something.
If visitors come in 2 years when we finished to the site, we will send them and we will see there is work by Jorge Pardo to be seen, and it is at the arlatan. The core group considers this like a very important part of the artistic program too.
It's always a kind of a leap of faith to call something like this an artwork. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's also very eccentric to say those things. It's also very strange to say those things. But at the end of the day, it's like all the decisions and all the issues that form this place are really kind of exhibition issues, more so than design issues. You know what I mean? It's like they're really kind of there's issues of display, there's issues of history of the art that was made here.
When you uncover walls here, we discovered actually paintings, ceiling paintings, wall paintings from all different moments.
Periods.
The big column in the stairway, that was behind the wall, right? That was hidden. That was hidden. Beautiful. When it appeared, it was like, oh, this is beautiful. That's actually one of the more dramatic things.
So it's the basilique plus the Terme de Constantin.
The aesthetic is not necessarily responding antiquity. And I think a lot of it has to do with not the colors I've chosen as much as just the quality of the light that exists here.
Yeah, the famous Van Gogh light.
Yeah. The most important thing about this town artistically, at least in the last 150 years, is Van Gogh. How does somebody like me speak to that? But in a way that's very different, and so I did a lot of research on the paintings and things like that. We started working with the color, and it's like, well, Van Gogh made, I don't know, about 400 paintings here or something like that. And that's why I thought, what properties do we have in the place that would allow some sort of parallels? Why don't we use the building as a kind of as a circuit of pictures or paintings and different things like that? And, like the floor is sort of like a landscape it becomes its own landscape as you move through it. Like the floor is basically probably the most sort of it's the most obvious and also probably the most intense organizing principle of the entire project, because it's we have like a 6,000 square meters of this material that moves, and it doesn't just move like irrationally or randomly. It's like the entire floor is like a picture. So it's like a painting in a way, because it was made and it was designed like in a specific way, like this. There is a kind of a circuitry of experience that is what makes the place. We had that little kind of funny model, and we looked at the floor. It's like, okay, this is really the beginning.
It's like they were starting to look at the floors like three different levels. In these levels, what is key, and then you put the walls on top. That's the way it should look, actually. Yeah, the walls come after the platform. Yeah, these platforms.
What's really crazy about this is that it's not a pattern. It's a picture. It's a 6,000 square meter picture that we put on this place. Literally, almost every tile that you see has a place and a documentation, and a sequence of production and a sequence of installation.
They also had a declination in colors, which was different. There are the panels, there are the doors, and there's the furniture, so it became really a Gesamtkunstwerk, it's a real art gesture. A lot of our project also has to do with this artist community that Van Gogh wanted to build, or what they call the Atelier du Sud. So you actually are in circumstances and a position here to just communicate a little different among different people and artists. We work in sync with other hotels in town, so there can be exchanges done there. My idea originally was that we have several smaller hotels that function like one, and the lobby, so to say, the lobby of the hotel is actually the town of Arles. It's the Place du Forum or it's the Place de la République, and you can walk from one to the other. We are again in this transit stuff. It means that if you need something but you don't find it here at Arlatan, you could find it at the Cloître maybe, or maybe you go to the Hotel Nord-Pinus to have another type of experience, and you go to other places which are not really directly related to Luma, but which are part of the experience of Arles. That's really what it is about, I think.